Hi, my name is Jon Kelsen. I teach here at Drisha. Parashat Shelach, as we know, deals with the sending of the spies by Moshe before the people of Israel are to enter the land of Canaan. The spies are sent to Laturat Haaretz to examine, to do a reconnaissance mission on the land, to check out Eretz Canaan, and the spies are told, "U'ri'item et haaretz mahi," you shall see the land, what is it, and the people on it, to evaluate them. Now, as we know, the spies come back and do report that there's much good in the land, but also there are tremendous obstacles which would be placed in the way of the people of Israel taking hold of the land. And as the story unfolds, this is seen as problematic, and Bnei Israel end up spending many more years in the desert before they're given an opportunity to enter the land again. It's a well-known story. What I want to claim is actually that Parashat Shelach as a whole can be read as a meditation on this charge of U'ri'item et haaretz mahi, to see the land, what is it? The Shelach in general, as taken as a unit, is asking us the question, what does it mean to see properly? Following the passage about the spies, and there's various halachot, all of which are thematically connected very much to the story of the meraglim, of the spies. Some of the halachot which follow deal with what happens when Bnei Israel sin, when they err. Again, that of course is following the story of the spies. And different societal units can err, can sin, as presented here in chapter 15 of the Midbar. It can be an individual who sins, or it could be the prince who sins. In chapter 15, verse 24, we're told also that there are times that an error can come forth me'einei ha'edah. V'haya me'einei ha'edah nesta lishgaga, and if from the eyes of the congregation an error comes forth, is performed, then there's special remedy that must be done. Now Chazal read that as a reference to an error in psak. If the halachic authorities of the people err in a ruling and the people follow that erroneous ruling, then a special remedy must be undertaken. This is discussed in Masechet Horayot at length. I would argue that in context of Parashat Shelach, it's not accidental that the term Einei Ha'edah specifically is employed to describe the leaders of the Jewish people, the eyes of the congregation, because Shelach has to do with asking ourselves the question, what does it mean to see properly? How do we employ our einayim, our sense of sight, both literally but also figuratively? How do we observe properly in the world? What allows us to see? How do we avoid walking blindly? And therefore the leaders of the people are imagined, are framed as those who ideally have einayim. They are our eyes. They are those who, like the spies, are supposed to see for us, but correctly, to perceive that which is true and real rather than illusory. And therefore it's me'einei ha'edah, from the eyes of the congregation, from the leaders of the congregation. If they cannot see properly, then we are indeed reliving, as it were, the error of the meraglim, of the spies, and special remedy is called for. And this is repeated again at the end of the parsha with Parashat Tzitzit, the third paragraph of Parashat Shema, as it became where we're told that the tzitzit are supposed to be seen, u'ri'item oto, that we should see the strings on our clothing and remember the mitzvot. V'lo taturu, we shall not be stray after, again a reference to the spy story. Lo taturu acharei levavechem acharei einechem. We shall not stray after our hearts nor our eyes. Again, the hope is that by seeing properly, we will not be misled by our eyes. So, taken at large, Parashat Shelach is a meditation on what it means to see properly, to navigate our way through this world with sight and foresight, with vision and an observation. And the hope is that by reading this parsha this week, we will, at the very least, raise the question of what it means to see properly, and hopefully actually arrive at some answers about how we can see more properly. Shabbat Shalom.